it's me again. Just kidding, none of us are surprised. It's me, Mila Martinico, and you are back in my home kitchen for another episode of At Home with me, Mama Mila. So listen, I am a soup girly. I am the person who, when like people are like, oh, I'm craving soup. Actually, you know what? I make chicken gnocchi soup. I mostly was bullied into making chicken gnocchi soup by the customers because they kept like talking about Olive Garden, and you know I'm competitive, so I was like, let me fix that for you and make it without, you know, chemicals and bull crap. So at the restaurant, all of our employees are saying, hey, when is that chicken gnocchi soup coming back? And sorry, Anisha, but I'm outing you. Anisha sent in her boyfriend to buy 2 quarts of soup because she was so worried that there wouldn't be any at the end of the shift when I was selling them. And my husband said to her, well, don't you want your discount? And she said, listen, the discount didn't matter. That's how good the soup is. So just to let you know, I am the soup, well, people do call me the soup Nazi too, but you know what, whatever. I am the soup lady. So today we are going to make a chicken noodle soup. First off, I don't want any hate comments because I forgot to get the noodles, but I had acciattini di pepe. So really, I don't really think it matters what kind of noodles you use in your soup. This is like what I use for pastina, but it's still pasta. Pasta is pasta, okay? When it's in soup. I'll fight you for other things, but that's fine. So we're gonna make this like delicious, flavorful soup that's gonna hit all the places on our tongue and be so good. Like, and not only that is it good today, but it'll be so good the next day and the next day, because then the flavors just build. And I don't know why they become better, but they just do. So let's talk about ingredients. First, I have, this is like 4 cups of shredded chicken. It was 5 chicken breasts, but it was organic chicken. So like some were fat, some were small, and I had boiled them in homemade bone broth. But I also have a thing of bought bone broth too, okay? I'm not gonna sit here and judge you and be like, was your bone broth made by you? Did you roast the bones? Did you add in the scraps from your garden? I don't care, okay? Bone broth is fine. Then we have our mirepoix. I like my carrots chunky, and I like my onion chunky, and my celery not that chunky. Okay, nobody likes to like into a celery in a soup. That's my own personal feeling. Then I have a pound of thick cut bacon. I have some kale. Could not remember that. Kale. In here I have thyme and garlic, and this is minced garlic. I would say this is probably 2 teaspoons of thyme and 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. And then salt, pepper. This is apple cider vinegar. I bought this before Katy Perry bought the company. Okay, so don't come at me like, did you know? Yes, I do know. This is an OG bottle, all right? I've had it for a while. And Worcestershire sauce. I know it's weird, but this is my secret ingredient to create a delicious umami base flavor to our soup. Here's a little trick for you from my mom and my nonna. If you use only a little bit of your pasta, got some left, just put the lid on it or close up the box and stick it in your fridge. Then no weevils or anything can get to your pasta, and it'll always be nice and fresh for you. So, small things make your life better. Now, let's go back here at my stove, which I almost did not remember that a stove was called a stove. But we're gonna go back here on the stove and I'll show you just how quick this all comes together. Okay, so on medium-high heat, I'm gonna throw in our bacon. Just like that. Kind of just spread it around on the bottom of the pot. And then I'm gonna add in our mirepoix. And what's gonna happen is, you're probably like, why does that look so dry? Well, once this bacon starts cooking, all of the fat's gonna be released, and then it's gonna cook our vegetables down. And honestly, I'm probably just gonna leave this alone for about 10 minutes before I come back and check it. Okay, now that we've kind of sweat out our vegetables a little bit and the edges of our bacon are crispy and we've got all this delicious fond on the bottom, which is gonna build flavor, we're gonna add in our garlic and our thyme. Then we're gonna do salt and pepper to taste. Stir that up. So it took about 15 minutes for all of this to happen and this caramelization. And then now I'm gonna add in our chicken, just like that. And I'm gonna start deglazing the pan with our bone broth. Now I'm gonna go and I'm gonna push my spoon all on the bottom to get all those flavorful bits up. And see how this is starting to get darker? That's because all of the fond is coming off of the bottom of the pot. Just like that. Let's add in more bone broth. That. Now I'm going to add in a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar and a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. That's going to bring out such a good depth of flavor in our soup. And I'm going to put in about a cup of pasta. I'd probably do 2 cups if you're not going to use the little baby pasta. Now we're going to bring it to a boil. So it looks like the pasta's done. Our last thing we're going to add in is all this beautiful kale. We're going to add this in last because we want to keep it just a little bit crunchy. Uh-oh, no escaping. So on about medium heat, I had it on until the pasta was done. I would say about 15 minutes. And if you have to add in more water or bone broth, feel free. It all depends on how soupy you want it. This is kind of stewy, isn't it? I might add in a little bit more water. This is a beautiful thing about soup. You can just add a little bit more liquid if we need to. Just a tiny bit more salt. Whenever you're working with salt, you want to start with a teaspoon and then just work up from there, depending on the salt that you have. Poor baby. Okay, that's done. All right, are you ready to try the best chicken soup of your life? No, I'm ready to try it. Because there's no such thing as smell-o-vision or taste-o-vision yet. Get on that, Elon Musk. Let's go. Look at how beautiful this is, first off. It's colorful and so aesthetically pleasing. And what's beautiful about it is I know, Noonsy, there's not a thick layer of fat on top of it. So that always creeps me out. Okay, I want a little bit of each thing. You know me. Okay, a little kale. Beautiful bite. Oh yeah. The acidity of the apple cider vinegar cuts that like warmness of the fat from the bacon, but the Worcestershire that we added in there makes it taste like it's been cooking for like 3 days. Like it has such a depth of like good savory flavor. This is so good. This is so good, I feel like some of you are gonna be making it and not giving me no credit. If you make this, let me know. If you make it and don't give me credit, maybe I'll haunt you, but that's fine. Don't forget to follow me on all the things, ignore my neighbors who drives a dirt bike around at this time of night, but it's fine. Follow me on all the things, that's YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. Why do I always almost forget Instagram? Don't forget that I love you. I love seeing you at the restaurant. I love seeing you out in public, and I love inviting you in my home. And most of all, I just love you. Till next time, Tanti Baci.